Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Woo! What a weekend. What a weekend. I hope everybody has had a fabulous weekend, a productive weekend, or at least a really good time this weekend. Well, if y'all watched my video yesterday on Come On Homesteading, you know exactly what I was doing this weekend. And boy, we was getting it in. It was one hot long day Saturday. This building behind me right here took me to the limits. This is by far the hardest digging that I've ever done in my life, I think. I had an auger too, but that auger only worked so well because of all the rocks and stumps and stuff like that in the ground. I was taking boulders out that big in sections. At one point I had to get the backhoe. I don't think it made the video of me digging out one of the posts with the backhoe. It kicked my booty, but we got it. It was a long, hard day. It definitely took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. It's really my first experience digging post here in the mountains. As y'all seen on other videos, I've dug a ton with the backhoe on Uber, and I knew it was rocky and stuff, but I've dug stumps and stuff out of the ground around here, and it's been rough. It definitely tougher than normal, like in Florida. Florida's digging's not that difficult, but I wasn't expecting what I ran into Saturday. I think I might have picked the rockiest spot on the mountaintop to put this well house, and but hey, it is what it is. I didn't get the holes as deep as I wanted to. I wanted to go a little bit deeper. I actually bought a lot taller poles to be able to really get them sunk down into the ground deeper. But it's all right. I think what I've decided to do is I think I'm going to go ahead and concrete slab 3/4 of it. This side right over here where the well is, it's only going to be like a 6 by 10 area. It's not going to be very big. I don't need a big room for the well house. I just need to be able to put the filters and stuff in there. And probably going to put a hot water heater in there as well, one of those tankless ones, because that is going to be a temperature controlled room to a degree during the winter. I ain't decided yet exactly what I'm going to do as far as that. It's probably going to be some kind of propane heat source, more than likely, I'm thinking, until I get the solar in there. When I get the solar in there, I might reevaluate things and put something a little different in there. But I want the well house to be as smaller as possible to make it as easy to kind of keep the temperature regulated and stuff during the winter. And I also don't want it that big to where I got to tear down half the building if I end up having a problem with the well there. If I just do it 6 foot, I mean, I can get away with just taking off 3 sheets of metal on the roof right there and being able to access it like that if I ever needed to pull that well or anything like that. If that well ever dries up, it's not going to go in the same spot or in the same area, because I don't like the fact that my well's in the front yard. It makes things a little bit challenging on the aesthetic side, and that's kind of why I'm doing this structure right here. And gonna make it pretty fancy, probably fancier than I typically would for just a traditional well house. That's kind of why I'm kind of doing a one-stop shop for kind of a solar, well, laundry, kind of everything. I've had a lot of comments about the laundry being so far away from the cabin. It's really not that far. By the time the porches and everything get put on the cabin, it's really only going to be about 20 foot to the door to the laundry room from the edge of the porch, because the porch is coming out 15 foot, and then you'll have about 15-20 foot of a little courtyard area there around this new building, and then you'll have your laundry. And it's not ideal, but the problem is I don't have a lot of square footage in the cabin for laundry. I just don't. And even whenever I take it up another floor, I just really don't have a lot of space for a laundry room. And I don't have a ton of laundry, and I'll have visitors and stuff like that, but they can do their own laundry. they can walk out there and do it. And I'm past having kids and stuff. All of my kids are grown, so I'm not really too much worried about the laundry. I mean, I only have about 2 loads a week, and that's if I got a lot going on. I mean, if I'm just staying here at the cabin then working, I mean, I basically wear the same thing all day and then maybe something at night, you know, some shorts or whatever to run around in. So I don't have a ton of laundry, so laundry really doesn't concern me. And if y'all been following me from the beginning of my journey here on YouTube, you'll see that I made a redneck laundromat in Florida there at my property there, my homestead there in Florida. And it was actually, the laundry was actually further away from where my fifth wheel was to the washing machine than what it's going to be here from the cabin. And if it ends up becoming an issue, you know, with like rain and stuff like that, I could always do a little walkway from the edge of the porch to the laundry room area right there. So, you know, like I said, it's not ideal, but it's okay. I don't mind. I mean, 2 loads of laundry a week to walk out to, you know, 20, 30 feet from my cabin to take the laundry out there. Trust me, I work harder than that right now keeping gas in the generator. It's a lot further away than that is, and the gas is heavier than my laundry. So I'm not really worried about it. And we get winters and stuff like that, but it's not extreme like you get in like Canada and stuff where you're walking through, you know, 10 foot of snow and stuff like that. I think our average snowfall here in Arkansas is like 12 inches for a year average. So it's really not that bad. I just personally would rather have to be inconvenienced a little bit more to do a couple of loads of laundry than to give up that kind of space in the cabin to do laundry. And I also don't want to build a room like a laundry room up underneath the porch area and stuff. I want that porch to be nice and clean and open, and one side's already going to be an outdoor kitchen. So I want the other 3 sides just to be real nice setting areas and stuff like that. I don't really want a big laundry room, you know, built into the porch area and stuff. And either way, I would still have to go outside unless I cut a hole in the cabin and put another door or something like that. So really not that big of a deal. Oh, I hear a 4-wheeler riding by. They must be going to check their cows. They've been doing a lot of moving of their cows, and they asked me could they use my little roadway here to get down there to them, because it cuts like, I think they said 30, 40 more minutes of driving the tractor all the way around to get to where their cattle is. And there's an entrance down there at the power lines at the edge of my property that's got a little barbed wire gate that they can kind of go through. See old Clips back there. Just going to check out who's heading by. Foreman's on it. She's on it. So yeah, I told them no problem. I mean, they're really, really nice guys down there. They're the ones that gave me the culvert to put in down there. And he actually just stopped me the other day, and he's got a big pile of dirt down there that he's not going to use, and also about a half a load of shell down there at the end of the road that he's not going to use. He just built a new house down the road there and told me I could have it. So that'll be coming here soon. Where I put that culvert, it still bellies a little bit and it's still a little rough right there. So whenever I get to a point I put the bucket back on the tractor, I'm probably going to spend a day down there leveling that out a little bit more, and then bringing some shell to put over the top of it and really start leveling that section out. I'm also going to have to get on some backhoe work here soon. I really want to take that backhoe off the back of the tractor, but I need to get the plumbing dug from the well house to the cabin, and I also need to take out about 6 more stumps from all the trees that we cut around the cabin. Ryder, what are you doing? You don't come to visit Daddy? You dirty this morning. You ain't cleaned yourself? Yep. I can see Eclipse has been slobbering all over you this morning. Say, hey, everybody. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Eclipse, you want some attention too? Yep, you want some attention too? Yep, they done came out here to get their camera time this morning. It is so fun having them at the cabin. If y'all noticed when I was over there working at the sawmill, both of them was over there playing and stuff while I was working. Everywhere I go, Ryder's at my feet, and Eclipse is running around checking and making sure that things are going the way that she thinks it should go. it definitely brings a lot of life to come on mountain here. There's never a dull moment. It's anytime I'm bored, which isn't often because I'm always busy, it allows, I walk outside and play with them, and they really bring a lot of energy to the mountains. So I have a good time. Did you go check everything out? Everything good? Everything good, huh? Yeah, but we're gonna get at it today. I haven't quite decided exactly where I should start. Maybe y'all can help me out. I need to get to milling. I did extend the sawmill, as y'all seen in that video yesterday on Come On Homesteading. I extended it out to 20 foot, which I think is 20 foot. It's gonna be right there at it, if not exactly 20 foot. I won't know until I put a log up there and actually run it all the way down and kind of check it out, but it's pretty close. I do need to add another bunk to it, and also some of those little poles on the side. I can get away without having them right now, especially being as the majority of what I'm cutting is 10 foot, so I don't even really need to go all the way out 20 foot yet, but I do have that oak and stuff over there that's in long pieces that I would like to do a little longer. I got to get some more material though. I got to get I have no scrap metal and stuff here. In Florida, I owned a steel company. I had a ton of scrap metal laying everywhere, but here I don't. So I'm gonna have to pull some measurements and find out exactly what kind of tube and stuff I need to get. I believe that the ones that actually hold up, that you push the log up against, I believe that's 1.5 inches, if I'm not mistaken. The other two looks like it's probably 8 by 4, maybe 8 by 3, something like that. And to make the bunks, I mean, I probably could make the bunks out of like some angle iron or something like that and kind of fabricate something. I don't have a torch. That would make my life a lot easier. I'm just rocking a cutting wheel. It's crazy owning a steel company and having all this equipment to build high-rise buildings, welders and torches and plasma cutters and grinders and everything that you could think of, impacts and all the other stuff, and to have nothing but a buried welder that don't want to weld worth a dang. Yeah, but the reason why I've had people tell me, oh, well, go buy this and go buy that. The reason why I'm holding off on buying a welder is because I plan in the future of setting up a welding trailer, building a trailer and putting a 250 Bobcat on it with a game box and all that to put all my tools in, put a nice torch setup on the side, that will mount, and with the hoses and stuff, kind of like I used to have with my steel company back in the day, to be able to have a mobile welding situation going on here on the mountain. And also it's a very, very good thing to have to go make side money, to do side projects and be able to take it to other homesteads and different properties. And back in the day, in slow time, when I was in between jobs, waiting on contracts to start and stuff for buildings, I used to take my mobile welding rig and I would go out to logging woods and stuff like that and weld on skidders and dozers and loaders and all that other kind of stuff. So you can make some really, really good money with a nice little welding rig. So I do plan on building one of those one time in the future, because I mean, I'll be able to do land clearing and stuff on the side with the tractor and all of my attachments, and then also be able to do mobile welding as well. So that's very good income and security as a little side gimmick to make some money. So I don't want to just go buy some cheap welders, just for this one project right here. So that welder I was using is definitely not ideal. A lot of you guys mentioned in the comments about getting 6011 rods would work better for something that's not wanting to weld, that don't really have the power, and you are absolutely correct. It was kind of fun to see. I actually looked for 6011 and plus a couple other rods that would actually work better than those smaller 3/32 7018s, because 7018s are very, very brittle, and if they're sticking in junk, as soon as you go like that one time, half the flux falls off and stuff. It's a pain in the rump shaker. But the problem is Ace didn't have them, and I don't have a welding supply around here or anything like that, or Home Depot or stuff like that. So you're very limited to what you can actually get. I guess I could have went to the Tractor Supply and seen what they had, but I was already at Ace and I already had to stop at S&W and stuff. And I figured, at the time I didn't know how bad that welder was. I figured with the smaller 7018s I could make it work. And I did. I made it work. It's definitely not pretty. It's definitely not, I wouldn't go x-ray in that weld, but it will definitely hold the sawmill. And by the time that I move this sawmill, I will have a different means to be able to weld it up 100%, because I also don't have no weld on the backside right now. So I'll be honest with you, you could cut the one leg and just fold it up like that, and it would literally break right there where the weld is if you was to move it right now. It doesn't matter why it's on a flat platform. It's not going nowhere. It's screwed down, it's based. If it's set right there, it would last the rest of its days forever and ever, amen. But with me needing to move it back to the 41.36 at some point, I really want to weld it all the way around, grind it down nice and smooth, and make it like it's factory built. A lot of people was asking about moving it with me welding those two sections together. I have a 20-foot trailer that can fit that whole machine on it if I wanted to, but that machine will still break apart in 3 pieces. Those last 2 parts that I put are 10-foot sections, and the one section that it was on, I believe, is about a 5-foot. So it's about a 15-foot section or whatever. So as long as you got like a 15-foot trailer, even a 10-foot trailer, you can have part of it hanging off. You can move that sawmill and just put the head in there on the front of the trailer and all that, and then stack the rest of the racks up. So yeah, you're not going to be able to do it with no, you know, just hanging out the back of a truck or whatever. But as long as you got a small trailer, you can move that sawmill anywhere you want to. And I have a 20-foot trailer, and I'll be the one delivering it back, so I'll be able to set it up. And to be honest with you, I might pick the whole what's happening up. I might pick the frame, everything else up with Uber, set the whole gimmick down on the trailer, and transport it already put together, where all we got to do is put the blocks down and set it right back on its deal. So yeah, we got a lot of work to do. So I need to decide, do I want to mill today, or do I want to stop putting up the headers and stuff around the building right here? I don't know yet. Y'all in the comments kind of let me know what y'all think I should do. I mean, I'm more than likely probably going to mill today. It's going to be hot this week. It's supposed to get back up to 99 degrees throughout this week. I think the lows are in the 70s, and that's like early in the morning and at night. But I need some wood. All the wood that y'all seen me mill up 2 videos ago, I use those for all the bracing that you see right there. For all of that, you know, I didn't cut them to exact, you know, lengths and stuff like that when I was milling, because that was the first log. I was just testing out and learning. I mean, they're basically true 2x4s, and I knew I was going to use those for the bracing for the poles and stuff, and then also for like nailers and stuff like that inside, so it's not going to go to waste. Leave the cat, hey, leave Ryder alone. He jumped up there to get away from you because you're always messing with him. So I need some more wood, because once I put this the headers up and all of the joists and stuff running across there, I'm gonna need wood to start framing walls and stuff like that, and also to form out around there to pour concrete. I don't know if a concrete truck can get to me right now, so it looks like I'm probably going to be doing that slab back there with the old concrete mixer I used from Simple Life Reclaim by hand. That's a lot of bags and a lot of mixing, but it is what it is. I'll just do it in smaller sections, probably little 10 by 10 sections, and just kind of do it in phases. But yeah, I think I have decided that I do want to go ahead and concrete that, except for right there, like I said earlier. Just going to put some rock down, that way if that well ever leaks or whatever, it can kind of seep back into the ground, and I ain't got to worry about it flooding out the solar room or the washroom or anything. Eclipse, stop. Eclipse has got a habit of wanting to grab Ryder on the back of the neck like this and only barely squeeze to lift her up and carry her like it's one of her puppies or something like that. It's crazy. She never tries to hurt her or anything like that. And Ryder will just kind of go limp and let her. I actually caught that on film while I was over there doing the sawmill, but I didn't want to put that on film because I'm sure I would have got a million comments about it. But yeah, she definitely did that. Also, wow, we already talked 20 minutes. Also, another big thing, 2 big things that has happened. We have hit 8,000 subscribers on this channel, guys. That is amazing. You guys are amazing. I am so appreciative. Y'all have no idea. I really love this channel. I really love this platform. I love the more personal interaction and stuff, and me being able to really get into the nitty-gritty of what's going on here at the cabin and stuff. And this channel is only going to get more exciting. The more building I do and the more projects that we get into and stuff like that, and the vision starts coming alive, I'm bringing you guys first along with me. You're going to know exactly why we're doing what we're doing and how it's coming, and definitely getting a little bit of sneak peek and stuff before the main videos even come out. So I love the format of this channel, and I'm so thankful for all 8,000 plus of y'all that have subscribed, and also the 12,000 that watch every one of these videos. If I could just figure out how to get y'all to hit that subscribe button so we can make those numbers match. Come on. And also the main channel, Come On Homesteading, just hit 26,000. Wow. You know, and the funny thing is this this week was also the birthday of Come On Homesteading channel. YouTube alerted me that I created this channel, I believe it was the 16th of September is when this channel was created. Now, I didn't put out my first video until almost November, but I actually created the channel, I believe, on the 16th. So it was Come On Homesteading's birthday this week as well. To hit 26,000, 8,000 on here in the same week, and I believe that Fired Up Friday is right there. I mean, it's close. I think it's like 60, 70 away from hitting 3K, which is just amazing, especially with me doing this full time now. I really appreciate the growth and the support. It really makes a huge difference for me to be able to do projects like this, because even with milling your own wood and everything else, these projects right here cost a fortune in this day and age. It was never cheap, even before the way it is right now, but right now it is expensive to do building projects. And you got to do a lot of planning, and you don't want to mess up. And you know, they say measure twice, cut once. Well, these days you want to measure 3 times and cut once, because if you mess up right now, that could be a $30 mess up. You know what I mean? Just for one piece of wood. It's insane. So yeah, I'm definitely greatly appreciated for all the support, because you guys make this possible 100%. You know, without y'all, I couldn't do what I do. And I really love doing what I do, and I love sharing this journey with you guys, and I love all of the support that I get from you guys, and I also love hearing about how what I do affects y'all in a positive way. So for me, I just want to say I'm humble, I'm so thankful, and we're gonna do this again, and we'll talk again tomorrow and see what I actually got into today. But I am looking for you guys' suggestions. So until we see each other again, guys, hey, come on, keep it real.